Hello guys, I am Samiran Maheshwari and I recently cracked UGC Net JRF 2020. Actually, I applied for December 2020, which got postponed to November 2021, and it's been a long journey for the JRF preparation and a lot of things. I did it in tourism administration management, so I figured that there are a lot of subjects that people prepare for in UGC Net JRF, but there is not a lot of content on YouTube or any other platform about tourism that much for the same subject. But I thought so that I should, a lot of people were asking me on Telegram and Instagram and other platforms that how did I prepare for it. So I thought of uploading a video on it so that a lot of people who are not getting the right source or the right guidelines on it, so I can help a bit in it. So the very first thing that I followed was there was a book, and actually I wanted to start with how much I scored. It's not a very decent score, but still, like in paper 1 I scored 78 out of 100, and in paper 2 I scored 116 out of 200. And yeah, so for tourism I got a little bit, it I thought it was a lengthier paper because there were in total three comprehensions, and I did not know there were three comprehensions. I did not prepare for it. So if you are preparing for it this year, so please keep that in mind that you have to prepare for three comprehensions now. And when I when I was going through the questions, then I was like reading upar se, and I did not know how to, you know, complete all the questions because comprehension needs time to be read and then to be take the correct answer. So it was a lengthier process. So I kind of missed some of the questions. That's why I got like 116 out of 200 when I could have scored more. So, the very first thing that I approached for tourism paper was I I would recommend everybody who is aspiring to be giving JRF exam for tourism should read Tourism Principles and Practices written by Sampath Suven sir, and it's a blue colored book. You can find that out on Amazon as well, and that's a really nice book to be considered studying at least two times, and then you can underline it and highlight it, and then you can go through it a lot of times. It's a very decent, the only necessary book that I will recommend it to you. And the second thing I would recommend would be for current affairs that you should approach a tourism account handle, which is tourism GOI, which is a government handled account on Instagram or Twitter, any which ways, and you can follow that for the updates, current affair updates, and you will be getting the daily updates, so you don't have to necessarily read the newspapers. Or you, if you're reading newspapers for tourism or any other subject or any other general knowledge, it's up to you. But just for an easier, because I'm a very lazy person, I do not, consider reading newspapers and all. It's a very bad habit, but yeah, I did not use it. And you can literally consider following that, and it will help you a lot with the current affairs. And you can also follow UNWTO, UNESCO sites on Instagram, which would help you for very much. And the next thing that I would recommend you would be the previous questionnaire papers. It's very necessary because if you are considering the syllabus to be studied only, it's not enough, because the previous year question papers can only tell you that what kind of questions do appear in the national level test to which you're going to appear in, because that also tells you how the trend is all about, like how the questions are uh, literally coming or appearing in the exam. So that will prepare you for the main exam. So if you have read your syllabus, well and good, but still go through your previous year questions and notice what questions are you're not able to answer, and then read about it. For example, ABC, this question, and these are the options. You don't know, okay, you know the answer of this question, but you don't know what the other options are. So read about those options as well, so that it will also improve you in the subject knowledge, and it will prepare you much more better for the real exam. And the other thing um, would be that yeah, you should you should consider Doorstep Tutor for tourism previous year questions, just for practice, that you can you can either subscribe to it, or if you don't want to subscribe to it, so it's up to you, but you can really consider joining Doorstep Tutor, because I also, it's not a promotion video or sponsor video, I just really approached that application, and it helped me in preparing for tourism, because it has all the 2019 tak ke questions. And it was really a fun game for me, because wherever I'm traveling, I just used to whenever I was feeling like I need to study, I'm wasting my time, then I used to just carry that application with me in my mobile phone, and I just used to take the right answers, and or maybe the wrong answers, whatever, but I just used to improve day by day by that too. And for the other things that is in the syllabus, so you have to make your own timetable for that. Firstly, segregate what are the topics that you need to study in the paper, and once you do that, then segregate it according to your capabilities. Like for example, what I did was, I really prepared a timetable, like day 1 I need to complete this task. For example, I need to complete statistics ka this portion, 1 by 3 statistics. And then day 2 I need to prepare for 1 by 3 topic unit number 1. Okay, so day by day I used to complete what I have written in my timetable. So it was a consistent thing to be sticking to the journey, and timetable helped me a lot with that. Otherwise I would have been miss whatever you want to name it. But yeah, I could have been confused, I could have been mm, distracted, anything else, but it really helped me. So I would like to suggest you to do that too. And many people were asking me, how many hours do you study? Actually, if I tell you about my schedule, then I used to study 2 to 6 hours, not less than 2 hours, not more than 6 hours. But for you, it's only depends on your capabilities, that how much you are able to uh, study. Because if you're studying for 6 hours without a gap, without a break, then it's a waste, because your brain wouldn't be taking all that stuff in your by the interest. So you have to really figure it out, that how much time do you can give to that subject and topic. And really, it's all your choice, that how much do you want to study and how much do you want to study. It's all on your capabilities. I am not the right person to describe it to you, like how much do you study necessarily. But yeah, and then I also visited many websites related to tourism, like Ministry of Tourism, UNWTO, and UNESCO, the real websites, and I used to go through it a lot, like also ITA, and a lot of other videos, and really, I really used to learn these taglines a lot, and whatever webinars are going on, I used to watch those videos about webinars also, and I used to make a list on it that okay, short में कि okay, in this video it's about these things, and I have to really figure out that how it happens. I used to take the interest in it, like how, what are they telling in that webinar, and that was a fun game for me too. So this was for paper 2, and then for paper 1 what I did was I really joined Gradeup app, which is Byju's by the name now, and it has a lot of notes. There are a lot of notes on Gradeup and on YouTube. If you don't want to join Gradeup, you can also refer YouTube for paper 1. There are a lot of contents on YouTube for paper 1 actually. You don't need to roam around a lot, and you don't need to go on other websites for paper 1, but paper 1 ka content is all over the internet. So you can join any application for mock tests, regular mock tests. Like mock tests are very important for your preparation, and it will also help you improve the speed and your maths, because maths and reasoning and data interpretation are the subjects who gives you that confidence कि you can achieve a lot more better in the paper 1. And for comprehension also you have to practice a lot, because when you read a little faster, you would be able to dedicate more time to your paper 2 in real examination. So that would be a time saver for you, and more scoring questions for you. So for maths, you have to regularly solve the questions for like for example distance, time, and speed. You can do these questions anywhere you're sitting for fun, and if you're not doing it for fun, it's okay. You just have to segregate your time for paper 1 and paper 2. Write it down in the timetable. When do you have to do this, when do you have to do that, and then just consistently do it. The consistency is very necessary for any examination, because um, if you are consistent enough, then obviously it will put that thing in your brain, and you will be preparing for it automatically. So consistency is the key to be successful also. Many people say that. I am not the right person to say that too, but okay, yeah. And for paper 1, previous year questions are also necessary as for paper 2, and the um daily revision for paper 1 is also necessary. For example, higher education and people, environment, and development wala subject is also a little difficult. Indian logic was very difficult for me, because it has a lot of Sanskrit terms and a little ancient Hindi terms. So I was really confused about it. So I practiced a lot. I used to uh, do topic questions in Gradeup app. It's free of cost, for of course, but later I paid like 200 something rupees, and then it's a worthy thing to do for Gradeup. I used to give live mock tests and improve my rank in it too, and that's it. I mean, i did not I did not do any coaching. I was purely focusing on self study. I did not consider any book for paper 1. I only uh, concentrated on my self notes and my self motivation. But of course, there are people who, like me, I left my job in March, and I was preparing for May exam, and then it got postponed to November. It was a very long journey and very anxious journey for me. I was facing a lot of anxiety and worriness, and I just wanted to, give this exam and end this syllabus reading again and again. But I would really tell you that if you're facing any anxiety or anything, just motivate yourself. And what I did was I used to read thousand plus little things happy successful people do differently. This was gifted by my best friend, and it really helped me whenever I felt low, whenever I felt anxious. It really helped me, and it has a lot of positive things to read about, so you can give it a try whenever you feel anxious. And other than that, you don't need to be worrying about it. It's a good exam, it's a decent exam. Anybody could crack it if you will do a little bit of hard work. It's no big deal, trust me. And if you're thinking that you can't do it, then I can assure you you can, of course. And also, I wanted to add that there is a long lacking about the tourism tourism subjects content on YouTube. So we will also be uploading a lot of videos about the content material that YouTube is lacking, and I hope it will help you in preparation journey, and I hope you all will crack it. All the best to you guys. Thank you.